Hello, and welcome to Ageless Grace. The name of the show is Living a Graceful Life, and I am your host. I'm also the creator and founder of the Ageless Grace Brain Health Program, and it's in 50 states and 30 other countries, helping people manage and maintain, sustain, and improve their brain health. And one of the things that helps with brain health, of course, is laughter and music and movement, all of those things. So when I tell you more about our show, you'll understand that we're going to incorporate all those things in this conversation, in this episode. So the name of this episode is called The Pro-Age Revolution. Wonder what that could be. And I'm here to remind you in this show and always that it's never too late to begin making choices to create the life that you want. And we're going to tell you about a wonderful choice that you can make. Reine Kabis is our guest tonight from Canada, and she does something called face yoga. And we're so happy to have you here, Marie.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm very, very honored to be here.
Well, there's so much in common with what you do and what we do at Ageless Grace. And both of these things help people to age gracefully, which is the name of Marie's show. And so it's every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time or 12 noon. You can join her for lunch and learn more, even more than she's going to tell us tonight. So let me tell you just a little bit about her. She's a youth activator and she's a certified face yoga instructor. She serves women and helps them to look and feel younger naturally. What could be more valuable work in the world than to help women feel really good about themselves? After she was in the corporate world for 25 years and firsthand learned about stress and what it does to the body and what it does to the life of a person, she decided to bring more wellness to women and to reconnect and help them love themselves more. And so she created a unique and innovative program for corporations, a wellness for telework, which helped release tensions in the body, helped release stresses, and it also alleviated back, shoulder, neck, eye fatigue and strain, and it reduced headaches. So she continues to offer webinars and seminars. And as I said, she does have her own TV show on Win Win Women, which is also on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV, just like this show. And so without further ado, I'd like to start having a conversation with Marie. And the first thing I want to ask her is where and how she learned about face yoga and started to do this.
It's so funny, Denise, because everybody asks me this because we've never heard of face yoga. Where does it come from? From what planet? So it's always the first question that everybody asks me. Well, let me just give you a little bit of my background. I've been working, as I mentioned, 25 years in the corporate world. However, I've always been practicing Hatha yoga for over 30 years. So yoga has always been part of my life. However, you don't have to practice yoga to at least be interested in doing some face yoga. I'm bringing all the practice that I've learned, everything, all the important elements that I'm bringing into my own program, where I'm helping men too, by the way, reconnect with themselves through the breath. So when I discovered, after working many hours, I was working 12-hour days. It was just getting crazy. And I had 2 young ones at home. And my husband also was working 12-hour days. So I was literally working 7 days on 7 between the house, the cooking, the cleaning, and the this and that. So my body just stopped. The fatigue was just overwhelmed for my body. So I decided I gave my resignation, which was a huge decision, with the salary, the fantastic salary, and all the insurance, so on and so forth. So I jumped a huge jump to take care of the kids for a while and to be with them and volunteer, so on and so forth. But I realized that through that time, I was taking psychology courses, all kinds of different courses. I had this inner voice in me that wanted to work with women and for women. But Denise, I wasn't sure how and when and to what angle, until one day when I was listening to a webinar on face yoga. And I said, what is this? So like everybody else. So I started doing the exercises, Denise, and I was talking to my girlfriends, guys, this is great. Try it out. It works. Because I was looking older. I had lost, some sparkle, and you just let go. Because I forgot myself on the to-do list, Denise, literally.
Yes.
Like most women. So I said to myself, I'm not going to do that anymore. So one thing after another, when I listened to the webinar and they were talking about inviting, there's a teacher certification course, and I said, okay, what is this all about? I listened to that second webinar and my body literally started shaking. And I've never had such a physical response to my request because I've been praying and meditating. Anyways, I believe in God, that whatever your higher being, to send me something that would be good for myself and for my family.
That's great.
So it was very, very evident that the pathway was there. And I literally, again, jumped off the cliff where I invested quite a bit of money to get some coaching to start my own business at 52, which I've never did before. I've never done anything like that. So learned how to set up a website, Facebook, Instagram, you name it. So it's been challenging, but it's been so amazingly surprising talking about the magical and talking to you now. I have my own show. I would have never guessed over 20 years that I've been on TV. Never. Let's put it that way. So it's been one journey after another journey after another journey, accepting what comes and evaluating and adjusting to whatever needs to be adjusting. And it's been such a journey. So this is how I came about face yoga. And I said, it was serving me so well. I said, it has to serve other women. I have to do something for other women. We are forgetting ourselves in the 50s. My clients are normally 45, even 50 and over. And we have a tendency of giving, and forgetting. So I said, no more. So with face yoga, so we're allowing women to reconnect with themselves, which is the essential tool. Listening to your body, because I teach you about your body. It's a life tool, face yoga, Denise. As you yourself do some exercises in your program, but I bring them to really another level of understanding the muscles, because every day is different. So when you're able to do my whole program, you're able to adjust according to what is happening in your life. So face yoga allows to reduce, first of all, with the breath. We're penetrating the blood system that is entering the muscle, bringing all the nutrients. So the muscles are being toned, the muscles are being strengthened, and we're able to create a more relaxed face because we're releasing tension. We're reducing wrinkles. If it's from the forehead, the 11 lines, the crow feet, the cheeks are very important, the jaw area and the neck. But also to another level, allowing to reduce headaches. And that's how I created my wellness program for corporations, Denise, where I have 70, 100 people on Zoom. And I teach them about posture, because everything is based on the posture, Denise. It's not just this that we're dealing with. Yes, we have a more radiant face, yes, but everything is based on the posture. If the posture is crooked, the head becomes asymmetry. If the posture is straight, you have a better chance to have a symmetry face. So with my wellness program for corporations, we're working on the upper back, the lower back, the shoulders, the neck pain, the headaches, the migraines, the eye fatigue from being on Zoom. Your eyes are red, dry. They can create also headaches. Everything is linked together. And also, I don't know if it ever happens to you, but do you have any TMJ or any tension in the jaw area? We're able to release that before you go to bed. So there's different life tools that you can use depending on what your body's telling you.
That's amazing. And first of all, let me say how beautiful you look. I mean, you look radiant. Your skin looks smooth. I mean, you don't look like you have a wrinkle anywhere. You really look.
I do.
Well, not noticeably anyway. You look terrific and relaxed and glowing and healthy. And that's an important thing, no matter what you do, whether you're just doing it for yourself because you want to look in the mirror and feel good, or whether you're maybe someone like us who has their own TV show or a speaker, or they're out meeting the public in their business or whatever it might be. We all go out in the world, and that feeling of knowing that you look glowing and healthy and happy is a thing. But the other thing I'd like to point out is that I was in the corporate world too for many, many years before I started my own company. And I have seen so many people have burnout from sitting in front of a computer. And this was before COVID, yes. Before when we all were then glued for 2.5 years to our computers doing Zoom and other things, whether not only in our business life, but in our family life. Like I visited, my kids and my grandkids and friends, we all got together on Zoom. I would go to bed so tired during COVID that my eyes were so tired from looking at a screen all day long. So I think what you're doing is not only brilliant, but it's a huge gift to the world. And especially, we can't say post-COVID yet, because unfortunately the numbers are rising in a lot of places, but now that we've spent 2.5 years learning how to deal with COVID, I think this is an amazing gift that you're offering to people to be able to help get rid of some tension and some stress in the jaw joint and headaches and eye strain and grinding the teeth. I mean, it goes on and on and on. What people do in this area of the body. And like you mentioned, the posture, again, they're in front of Zoom for hours. How long can a lot of people, have good posture? They start, doing this
Absolutely.
Or getting closer to the screen or.
Absolutely. And that's another element too, because we're understanding that it's a mind and body connection. So through that element, we're able to understand that creating that bond with your computer, the shoulders are rolled in, the head is like inclined, and you're getting this whole lack of energy. The space is too small to be able to breathe properly. And I'm teaching people how to breathe properly, how to be able to, the sun is getting stronger and stronger. I'm not used to doing a live at this time here. Oh, goodness.
You look beautiful in the sunlight.
Oh, okay. I was about to bring out the shades, but okay. Really not used to doing it live at this time. So I want people to know that there's a more natural way of taking care of our bodies, because during COVID, I live in Montreal, Canada, and there was an increase of 40%, Denise, of operations, of aesthetic operations, of Botox, of injections, because everybody was looking at each other on Zoom, because they didn't really understand that was the same person that they would see. They weren't able to see. They weren't always seeing themselves. So, and since they weren't able to travel, they would take the travel budget and just switch it on to an operation, which was totally ridiculous. Anyways, we can do this naturally, Denise.
Yes.
We can avoid, if you have used any type of aesthetic, that's fine. That's not a big deal. I can still get beautiful results, because through my personal coaching, I see exactly how you do the exercise, and I teach you how to do it, because there's always an element of that little oomph that gives you that opportunity of learning how to do the exercises well, to get great results.
Yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And we are a culture that loves to have sort of a fast fix in the Americas. We love to have things happen, you know, overnight or in a couple of weeks or whatever. But I have learned through my own exercise and wellness programs that I've participated in all my life and that I've taught all my life, that you can get amazing results naturally. And what I know about, and which is not a lot, but what I know about aesthetic surgeries is that it does take care of muscular structure, so to speak, but it doesn't change the skin. So, right. what you've got to offer them can give them that inner glow that you have, and can something that actually changes the skin and makes it look youthful and vibrant, not just the muscles.
That's exactly it, because we're working from the inside out, Denise. Yes. Allowing the collagen and the elastin to kick back quickly, because when you hit your 50s or your 60s or your 70s, let's say 60s, it takes 60 days for the collagen and the elastin to kick in. So with face yoga, it kicks in quicker. And what we're doing, we're toning our muscles. So by toning the muscle, we're creating foundation for the skin. So the muscle is pushing upwards, and the skin allows to reduce all the wrinkles and the sagging skin. However, the muscle is attached to the skin. So if the muscle, a little bit like spaghetti, because we're used to working our bodies. I don't know, I know you do walk. You do move, you do some exercises, correct?
Oh yes, a lot. Yeah,
I know.
I teach a dance movement class. Yes.
So you do a lot. So we're used to working our bodies, but we never stop to think that we have muscles in our face that need some tender, loving care. And if you
very easy to forget about it, right?
We do, because if you don't use your muscles, Denise, you lose them.
That's
literally
true.
The earth is moving. The gravity is always moving. So we are moving along with the earth. But that angle also brings us down. It brings us that, unfortunately, gravity does also bring us down. So with the amount of muscles that we have, do you have an idea how many muscles we have in our face?
No.
Let me show you. Oh, can you do this? Can you see this?
Yes, yes. Look at that. Amazing.
We have over 50 muscles. I didn't put the little ones. I just put the big ones so you can at least understand. So we have the tendency of understanding our whole body, but forgetting that through accidents, operations, traumas, deaths, stress, may be locked in to this whole area. And that's where the headaches, the migraines that come from here or from here. Where I had a client, she woke up one day with a huge migraine. She normally takes medication in her eyes. So she stayed in her bed. She did the eye exercises. In less than 10 minutes, she decreased to 50% of her migraine.
That's terrific. That's amazing.
So
I would love if you'd show us some. I mean,
yes,
can we do some with you?
Yes, please. I'm sorry, time flies like crazy. Okay, so let's do one basic one. I like to do two at least. So one is what we call the basics of face yoga. Why? It's called the Big O. So the Big O, it's one exercise that allows to work. I find women over 50, we have tendency of getting a little bit of eye bags. So we're going to be working on the orbicularis oculi, which is the eye muscle. So we're going to be working here on this part, the lower part, the eye bag. Okay, and the Big O also works on the nasolabial folds, which is the laugh lines, some people call it. We're also going to be working on the zygomatic here, major and minor. Realize how they're touching the muscle of the mouth. And by the way, as show hosts, we have to keep the mouth muscle very flexible. Or every singer, every actor, every orator, all do mouth exercises.
That's right.
So it's another element that's important. Okay, so let's do a Big O. I'm going to invite you to uncross your legs. I'm sure they're uncrossed. Your feet flat on the ground. because I would like for us to understand that the breath does not come from the upper part. It comes directly from the abdominals. And I know you're a dancer, you understand, but I just want to explain to the people watching this. So we're breathing in from the abdominals, from the nose in 5 counts, and exhaling from the nose in 5 counts. Okay? So if you like to close your eyes, it's up to you. I would like for us to take 2 deep breaths, but I'm going to invite you, let's close our eyes. We're going to be breathing in from the abdominal. So breathe in from the nose. Be conscious of the breath coming from the abdomen. And exhale in 5 from the nose. Breathe in. And exhale in 5. Beautiful. It is essential to reconnect with yourself before you start doing the exercises. That can be done anywhere. You can do the exercises doing your dishes, walking outside, doing your yoga, driving your car, cooking. And actually, Denise, we get beautiful results even by watching Netflix. No exercise can say that. Okay, so we're going to be doing the big O, where we're going to be loosening up our jaw, because same thing like, when we're yawning, we go, right? So we're going to be doing 2 movements in one. The first one is the jaw, just loosening up the jaw. And the head is going to stay straight, but the eyes are going to the ceiling. And we're going to be breathing in and breathing out for 10 seconds. We don't stop the breath. We want the blood to flow. Okay? So okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's start. Breathing in, mouth, eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. And release. Breathe in. The breath afterwards is very important. Breathe in. Continue the breath, breathing in, breathing out. Release. Breathe in. Are you okay for a third one? Beautiful. And release. Breathe in. What did you feel? That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna stop for now. Tell me, right. How did you feel?
It felt like it opened up my whole head.
Did it?
Some people know who are watching this that I was in South Africa recently, and the air was clear and it was wonderful. And when I got back to North Carolina, where we have more deciduous trees than any other state in the United States, my allergies started really, I was sneezing, I was coughing, and I felt congestion in here. And I could really feel what we just did, opening up this whole part of my head.
Yes, and I do have other exercises also for people with sinus problems. So that's one element. And what we do in face yoga, I'm so happy to hear that, Denise, because what we're doing with face yoga, we also do some research. And one of the research is through the thermographic machine. As you know, you must be familiar with it. We see how the blood circulates in the system. So I just wanted to show you, this is you about 5 minutes ago. Can you see this?
Yes.
Do you see the red spots right here around the eyes?
Uh-huh.
That's the blood circulating because we wink our eyes. So it's normal. There's blood. There's movement. Same thing for the throat. You see a little bit of the red? Well, that's because we swallow our saliva. So there's movement in the face naturally. So what we just did together is the big O 3 times, 10 seconds each, which is a total of 30 seconds, right?
Yes.
This is your body right now. This is what's reacting. So the red is all the blood circulation on top of naturally the shoulders, all the way to the face and all the way up to the hairline.
That is amazing to see it, to actually see it, but I felt it. I mean, I felt everything like revitalized.
That's just one exercise. There's over 70.
That's amazing.
So we're able to understand our body. That's my mission. I want people to understand their bodies. I want people to understand how it works. And when they have specific headache in the back, we do specific massages, exercises. Is it up to here? We do the other ones here. Do you have your jaw? I realize a lot of people who have braces younger, they have issues with the TMJ. So I have a lot of clients coming to me with that. So all of the aspects of the beauty is wonderful, but you can get so much more on top of it.
Oh,
too.
yes. This is fascinating. Do you want to show us one for the, for the jaw?
Do you prefer the TMJ or do you prefer the neck?
Either one.
Either one. Well, which one do you prefer? Because I don't think we have time for two.
Well, show us the neck. I like the neck.
Okay, so let me show you. So here, this is the plasma muscle, which goes directly from the jaw area all the way. Can you see this properly? Okay, you asked me to do the double chin, which is located here. There's two big, huge muscles. So what we're going to be doing is one of the exercises. I'm going to ask you if you'd like to put your hand on the neck. We're going to be doing one exercise where I want you to feel the movement, because it's not just here that we're going to be working on, all the way down. Okay, I'm not going to put my hand, I'm going to actually take my necklace off. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the central part of the double chin. Okay, and can you see me properly?
Yes.
Okay, so we're working on the lower part of the jaw, which is, and I invite you to do the movement and the sound. It's only the lower part of the jaw. So we're going to be doing the see how it moves? It's just the lower part. Very good. Exhale. Inhale from the nose. Release.
Oh yeah, I felt that all the way through my chest,
Exactly.
as well as in here.
So this can be done driving your car. You're literally holding the car, you're just driving it. Nobody's going to see you.
I love that.
Because everybody's looking forward. So there's tricks and trades and how I'd be able to teach you through my program, which is a beautiful 8-week program called Jouvence Prestige. Jouvence means the fountain of youth. Prestige because I coach you every single week, half an hour through Zoom, to see how you do the exercises, and we cover the whole face. So it's the forehead, release tension and forehead wrinkles. You receive the video, you receive the PDF, private PDFs with pictures of the exercises. And then we go on the second week, which is the eyes, the mouth, the lips, the nasolabial folds, the cheeks, and the neck, and the advanced course, the 8th week, which I push you even more for the posture. We're working on the posture and an upper middle mini facelift for the upper part of the face. So, and it's such a beautiful way of thinking about yourself and taking care of yourself. Totally natural.
Well, it's also just wonderful, as you said, for stress relief. And we hold so much tension in here, especially being on Zoom so much and just on the screen of our computer, all those things. Well, I don't think I have to ask you, but I'm going to ask anyway. Is this the pro-age revolution?
Yes, it is. We didn't have a chance to talk about it. The pro-age revolution, Denise, is enjoy the life that you're at. Enjoy your number, because we are women. We want to feel good. We want to look good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a vanity thing. It's simply living your full life.
Absolutely. Here's to that. I agree. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate you being here. I just want to remind everybody again, because it ties in so well with everything that you've said on this episode about aging gracefully. And that is that we're here to remind you that it's never too late to make choices to create the life that you want to live. So we hope that you'll visit Marie on her Facebook. Pardon me, on her website. It's called faceyogapassion.com, faceyogapassion.com. And if you want to know more about Ageless Grace, that's agelessgrace.com. And she also is on Instagram and LinkedIn, as I am. And we would love to help you live your best possible life every minute of every day. Thank you so much for being here. All of you, Marie especially. And we'll see you next week. Next week, we'll see you on another episode.